Have you ever seen a tool so clever you instantly thought, wait, why am I still paying for this? Because that's exactly what's about to happen when you see how a few worthless scrap pieces of wood can turn into one of the most useful tools in your entire workshop. And the crazy part is, almost nobody is doing this, even though it can literally save you money every single week you work with wood. Here's the situation. If you're into woodworking, even just a little, you already know how fast the costs pile up. You buy jigs, guides, clamps, measuring tools, router accessories, sanding blocks, and before you know it, you've spent more on helpful extras than on your actual wood. But what if you could build one smart DIY tool that replaces several of those little purchases and gives you cleaner, more accurate, more satisfying cuts every time you step into your workshop? That's what this DIY woodworking tool does. It starts with something you probably already have lying around: offcuts and scrap boards you were planning to toss or burn. The secret is not some fancy material or expensive part, it's the way you design and combine those scraps into a tool that works like a custom jig, a precision guide, and a repeatable measuring system, all in one. Imagine turning a pile of leftovers into something you reach for every single day. Now, let's open a loop. As you listen, I want you to picture your own workspace. Think about that one cut, one operation, or one measurement that always annoys you, the one that feels a little risky, a little wasteful, or a little hard to repeat exactly. Because by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how this DIY tool can solve that problem in your shop, and how you can tweak it to fit your style, your tools, in your projects. So, what is this thing really? At its core, it's a multi-purpose woodworking jig built from simple wooden parts designed to help you cut more safely, measure more consistently, and repeat the same result over and over without constantly resetting everything. Think of it like a cross between a router sled, a stop block, a clamping station, and a precision fence that you can adjust however you want. It doesn't look fancy, but once you start using it, you'll wonder how you ever worked without it. Let's walk through the idea in a way that you can actually apply. First, imagine a strong, flat base made from a thick board or glued-up scrap panel. This base is the foundation. Everything else attaches to it, so it needs to be solid and straight. On top of that base, you add a fence, basically a straight piece of wood that stands up and gives you a reference edge for your workpieces. That fence is what keeps your cuts square, your sanding flat, and your routing controlled. Next, you add a few clever details. You drill a series of evenly spaced holes or slots along the base so you can slide in stops, clamps, or little wooden blocks that act like adjustable limits. Those limits tell your workpiece, you stop here every time. This is what turns a random piece of wood into a repeatable jig. Instead of eyeballing every cut, you push the board until it hits the stop, and boom, same result again and again. That consistency is what saves you wood, time, and frustration. Here's where it gets interesting. You can customize this tool depending on what you do the most. If you love using a router, you might design the jig so your router base glides along a perfectly straight rail while your workpiece sits locked in against the fence. If you're more into cutting small parts, you could focus on adding sacrificial faces and safe clamping points so your fingers stay far away from danger while your workpiece stays exactly where it should. You're not just building a tool, you're building a system that matches how you like to work. And here's the part most people overlook. Every store-bought jig or accessory is designed for average users with average projects. But your projects aren't average, and neither is your setup. Your workbench, your tools, your space, even the way you move around your shop, those are all personal. When you build your own DIY tool, you're tailoring it to your reach, your saw, your clamps, your favorite measurements, and your habits. That custom fit is what makes it feel like an extension of your hands instead of just another gadget. You might be wondering, okay, but does this really save money? Let's be honest, woodworking mistakes are expensive. One wrong cut, one crooked edge, one slipped board, and suddenly that nice piece of hardwood is headed to the scrap pile. A jig like this dramatically reduces those mistakes because it takes guesswork and shaky freehand moves out of the equation. And when you're hitting your marks more consistently, you waste fewer boards, buy fewer replacements, and finish more pieces using the wood you already have. There's also the cost of upgrades. How many times have you thought, I need a special clamp for this, or I should buy a dedicated tool just for that one tricky cut? Instead of buying a new gadget each time, you can modify this one DIY tool, add a new slot, glue on a new support block, widen the base, or adjust the fence height. Over time, your homemade jig grows with you, getting smarter as you take on new projects, instead of forcing you to keep swiping your card for every little problem you run into. Now let's talk about the emotional side, because woodworking is not just about tools, it's about how it feels to use them. There is something incredibly satisfying about building a tool with your own hands and then using that tool to build something else. Every time you set a board against the fence, slide it into position, and make a clean, perfect cut, you're reminded that you didn't just buy that accuracy, you earned it. That feeling of control and pride is what keeps a lot of people in the workshop late at night, long before they plan to stop. And if you're newer to woodworking, this kind of project is perfect. You're not jumping straight into a complex piece of furniture where every mistake hurts. You're working with scrap wood, simple shapes, and basic techniques, but the payoff is huge, a tool you'll actually use. That means you're building skills, getting comfortable with measuring, drilling, gluing, and assembling, while also creating something that will make your future projects easier and safer. It's like leveling up your abilities and your workshop at the same time. Think about the creative angle too. Once you understand the basic idea, a base, a fence, adjustable stops, and secure clamping, you can riff on it like a woodworker's remix. You might add a sliding carriage for your router, a pivot point for angled cuts, or a raised platform for sanding small parts without chewing up your fingers. You don't have to copy anyone's exact design. You can experiment, tweak, and improve until this thing feels like it was designed just for you. And here's where almost nobody talks about: the mindset shift. When you build your own tools, you stop seeing your workshop as a place where you just use things. You start seeing it as a place where you invent. Suddenly, a problem is not a dead end, it's a challenge. Instead of saying, "I need to buy something for this," you start asking, "How can I build something that solves this forever?" That shift turns you from a consumer into a creator on a whole new level. If you've watched this far, there's a reason. Something about the idea of turning scrap wood into a powerful, money-saving tool is hitting you. Maybe you're tired of overpriced accessories, or maybe you just love the idea of making your workshop feel more professional, more custom, more you. Whatever it is, take this as your sign to stop overthinking it and start building. Even a simple version of this tool is better than waiting for the perfect design that only lives in your head. Before we wrap up, let's close all those loops. Yes, this DIY tool can help you save money by reducing wasted wood and cutting down on impulse purchases from the tool aisle. Yes, it can make your workshop safer and your cuts more accurate by giving you a solid, repeatable system you can trust. And yes, it can reignite your creativity by reminding you that you're not limited to what the store sells. You can build what you wish existed. That combination of savings, safety, and satisfaction is exactly why so many clever woodworkers quietly rely on homemade tools like this. So here's your next move. Look around your space, gather those forgotten offcuts, and sketch out a simple base, a sturdy fence, and a couple of adjustable stops. Don't worry about perfection on day one. Focus on getting something functional that you can test, improve, and customize over time. Each time you upgrade it, you'll feel that same rush of pride and progress, and your projects will show it in every clean edge and perfect fit. If this gave you ideas, inspiration, or even just a little push to finally build that tool you've been thinking about, don't let that energy fade. Use it. And if you want more simple, powerful ideas to help you create smarter, not just harder, make sure you stick around, tap that like button, drop a comment, and follow for more woodworking and DIY inspiration just like this. By the way, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? Drop your location in the comments so I can personally thank you.